To open a file, press Ctrl plus O or go to Files menu and click on Open. I will select the file named My Business Cards and click on Open. Let's change the unit to inches and increase the document size to 20 by 20 inches just to have a bigger canvas. Let's first drag and select and press Ctrl plus G to group the elements of our business card together. I will show two different methods to create drop shadows. Let's make one copy of the business cards and increase their size a bit. Okay, the first method is very easy but available only after the CorelDRAW 2018 version. We will select the business card, go to the toolbar and select the drop shadow tool or the shadow tool. Now click on the business card and simply drag to create the shadow. I am considering the direction of light from the top left. Therefore my shadow will be on the bottom right side. From the property bar, we will adjust the shadow feathering and increase the transparency a little bit. And there you go. We have the drop shadow for the first card, and now I am going to repeat the same steps by going to the toolbar, again choosing the drop shadow tool and dragging on the bottom right to create the shadow, and from the property bar once again I will do the same adjustment as I did with the first one. And we are done with the first one. Now for those of you who are using CorelDRAW X7 or older versions, the second method is for you guys. Let's first make another copy of our cards and increase the size a bit. I will select the rectangle tool now from the toolbar and create a rectangle of the same size as our business card. And let's fill it with a slightly lighter color than black. I will choose grey, and by right clicking I will just remove the outline of it. Now we will go to Effects, choose Blur and then click on Gaussian Blur. I will set the blur intensity to 13 pixel and click on OK. Let's make one more copy of this rectangle for the second card as well. Now we just need to arrange our business card on top of the shadow rectangle. I will click Shift plus Page Up on the keyboard to change the order and bring it up. And now I will repeat the same thing with the second card as well. That is to arrange it on the top of the shadow rectangle. Again using the shortcut Shift plus Page Up, I will bring it on top of the page, and there you go. This was our second method to create drop shadows, and it was pretty easy as well. Drop shadows are very effective to create a sense of depth to your designs. I use drop shadows a lot in my mockup designing process. You can see in the next two example images how I have used drop shadows to create a sense of depth. Now you can go and try them by yourself. Thanks for joining me guys. I will see you next time.